You're welcome back. Let me share my screen so we continue from where we stopped. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go. Where were we? Question number 17. 6 divides into 40 with a remainder of 4. Write one other number that divides into 40 with a remainder of 4. Now, if 6 divides into 40 and we get a remainder of 4, that means that 40, if we take 4 away from 40, we have the number 36. So any number that is a factor of 36 will be correct here. So we can pick the number 3, we can pick the number 4, we can pick the number 9, we can pick the number 12, and we can also pick the number 36 itself, because when you divide all this by 40, you get a remainder of 4. So you can have different answers. Now let's go to question number 18. This sign shows the number of empty spaces on each level of a car park at 10 a.m. So level 2 has 511 empty spaces, level 1 has 268 empty spaces. In this car park, each level has 800 spaces. So what is the total number of cars parked in the car park at 10 a.m.? So now we have, on level 2, we have 511 empty spaces. And then on level 1, we have 268 empty spaces. So each level has 800 spaces. The two levels, we have 1,600 spaces. And then the empty spaces on the two level is 511 plus 268. So let's add this together. That is 779. So the total number is 1,600. So let's subtract 779 from 1,600 quickly. So my answer is 821. We have 821 cars parked in the car park at 10 a.m. Let's go on to question number 19. It says that the circumference of this circle is 60 centimeters. What is the distance around the edge of the circle from A to B? Now we have that the total distance, the circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. So the total distance around the entire circle is 60 centimeters. Now, what is the distance around the edge A to B? From this, we can see that the radius of the center to A and the center to B, this forms a right angle. So because it is a right angle, it tells me that this is a quarter of this cycle. So if the circumference is 60 centimeters, then this distance between A and B will be 60 divided by 4. That is 15 centimeters, because it is like a quarter of the entire circle. Now let's go on to question number 20. There are 432 places at a dance school. There are two age groups. This table shows the number of classes and the number of pupils in each class for each age group at the moment. So 7 to 12, we have 15 classes and then we have 16 pupils. 13 to 18, we have 10 classes and we have 18 pupils. So how many more pupils can join the dance school? Now the question tells us that there are 432 places. So let us do a calculation to find out how many places are occupied. Now, in the 7 to 12 age group, we have 15 classes and then we have 16 pupils. So if we multiply 15 by 16, remember you can't use calculator. So what you do is you multiply 16 by 10, which is 160, and then you multiply 16 by 5, which is half of 160, which is 80. So 16 by 15 gives me 240. That is the number of pupils that I have in 7 to 12. Then in 13 to 18, I have 10 classes and I have 18 pupils. So I'll just multiply 18 by 10, and that gives me 180. So if I add my 180 and my 240, I have that there are 420 pupils already. But remember, my question tells me that there are 432 places at the school. So if I have 420 occupied already, what do I have? How many spaces do I have unoccupied? That will be 432 minus 420, and that is 12. So the school can allow 12 more people to join the dance. So you can show your method here. They provided the space for you to show your method. Let's go on quickly to question number 21. It says that each shape stands for a number. We have a triangle and we have a circle. The total number of shapes on the diagonal line is 48. The total of all the shapes is 200. Calculate the value of each shape. Now I have three triangles on the diagonal, and then my question tells me that the total of the shapes on the diagonal is 48. So that means to get the value of each triangle, I'll divide the 48 by 3 because I have three triangles and the question tells me that that equals 48. So that means that each triangle is equals to 16. Now the total of all the shapes is 200. So if I have that a triangle is 16, I have 5 triangles in all, and then I have 4 circles. So my 5 triangles, if each one is 16, then all the triangles will give me 80. That will be 16 times 5, and that is 80. So if my triangles are equal to 80, then my circle will be 200 minus 80, which is 120. So how many circles do I have? I have 4 circles. So my 4 circles gives me 120. So each circle gives me 30. So my circle is equal to 30, while my triangle is equal to 8. My triangle is equal to 16. Now question number 22. You can make green paint by mixing 250 ml of blue paint, 1150 ml of yellow paint. Stefan wants to make some of this green paint. He uses 750 of blue paint. So how much green paint does he make? Now, since he's using 750, that is 3 times 250, which we were given that if he wants to make green paint, he should use 250 of blue. So he's making triple this amount. So if he's using 750 of blue paint, then the yellow paint is going to use will be 1150 times 3. 1150 times 3, which is 3450. So that is the quantity of the yellow paint. Now let's add the blue paint that is using, which is 750 to it. So that's 4200 ml. That's the total number of green paints that is going to make. So you also have that space there to show your workings. Let's go on to question number 23. Adam has a bag of fruit that weighs 1.25 kilograms. He takes out a banana. Now the bag of fruit weighs 1.1 kilogram. Next, he takes out an orange. Now the bag weighs 920 grams. How much more does the orange weigh than the banana? Okay, the entire bag of fruits was 1.25 kilograms. We can take that to grams so that it will be easy for us to do the calculations. 1.25 kilograms is 1,250 grams. Now he takes out a banana and then he still has 1,100 grams remaining. That means the weight of the banana is 150 grams. So he takes out an orange and then he has 920. From my 1,100, which was the weight of the bag with the orange in it, minus 920, I have 180. So the orange is weighing 180 grams, while the banana is weighing 150 grams. Now, what is the question? It says, how much more does the orange weigh than the banana? So that is 180 minus 150, which is 30 grams. Question number 24. Here is an isosceles triangle inside a rectangle. Calculate the sizes of angles x and y. Now, the question tells me that this is an isosceles triangle. And what is the property of an isosceles triangle? They have two sides equal and the two corresponding angles are also equal. So if this is an isosceles triangle, we have this angle here to be 30. Then I know that my x, the angle here and the angle here, will be equal to 180 minus 30 divided by 2. The angle here and the angle here, sorry, will be equal to 180 minus 30, which is 150. So this angle x will be 75. And then angle y will be 90 minus 75, which is 15. Now my question 25, and this is the last one for this question. The triangle is to be transformed on a grid as follows. It says first translate the shape 7 units down, then reflect the resulting triangle in the y-axis. So you have to translate this shape downwards, and then you flip it on your y-axis. If we are translating it 7 steps downwards, that means this will come down and this will be starting from here. Let me see if I can draw.